Well, hello, Christine Everly from Arts for Learning. How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing well, Andrea. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. This is a fun discussion as I sit in my music room slash living room to talk about the arts today. And can you give us a quick background for folks who might not be familiar with Arts for Learning and what you do in the community?
Be glad to. Arts for Learning is a nonprofit organization that's under the category of arts and education nonprofit. We've been around for 65 years. We just had a celebration in September. The organization's been through some challenging times in the past, but this has certainly changed the way we operate, just like it's changed life for so many people. I'm part of the organization now for a little over 3 years. I had a 30 plus year career with Bank of America. So switching to nonprofit leadership was quite a role change for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Arts for Learning, you focus on providing arts for what segment of the society? Children, seniors? Who do you, and how do you deliver that?
Well, we're student focused. We have programs from pre-K all the way through 12th grade. And our delivery model is to go where the students are. So to go to the schools, go to the libraries, go to the community centers. So when the governor's order to close came down, it presented quite a challenge for us.
Yeah. So, I mean, what sort of range of arts programming do you provide?
Well, we cover every art discipline that you can imagine: music, literary arts, visual arts, all the different genres in there. We have 138 artists on our roster, and all the programs are tailored appropriately to the age group of the children that they're going to be working with.
I've talked to several of the smaller arts organizations in Norfolk and the region, and they have similar challenges. And as a mom, I said, "Well, listen, how can you provide this visual virtual education to kids? Because I still, I'd like to supplement what we're doing in the schools and the packets and et cetera with something that's a little more fun and a little more cool, whether it's visual arts or instrumental musical arts, et cetera." So are you able to deliver to kids in this way? And is it one-on-one? Is it group setting? How does that work?
Well, we were just talking about the word pivot. We pivoted, and beginning on March 24th, we started offering digital programming. The studio is the hallway outside my office, set up as a stage. And we just this last week, we got some lights and a microphone. So we're getting semi-professional. We started out not really knowing what we were doing, but we decided we had to do something because our model of operating had stopped. And if we were going to continue to fulfill our mission of inspiring and engaging students in and through the arts, and if we were going to be able to find a way to pay our artists for their services, we had to do something. So we said, it's not perfect. We'll pilot it and we'll get better as we go. And now we have about 75 videos that we have recorded. Not all of them have been edited yet, but we have quite a repertoire of programs. Started out on a shoestring budget. One of our board members said we could reallocate some of her gift to do something because the staff was really very upset when we had to cancel. It was about 250 workshops, and we had to call 38 artists and say, this money that you were counting on getting from us, we can't pay you because of the cancellation. So it was heartbreaking because been around for a long time. A lot of the artists worked with us for a while. We know them. We know their story. We know they're single parents. We know some work 3 or 4 jobs to provide for their family. So for us to say, sorry, we're not going to be able to pay you was an awful few days.
And these folks have lost gigs all over for whatever they were doing. I really worry about our artist community. So how can anybody see any of this content? How do they sign up? How do they have access? Is it going through the school system now, or are you making it available to the public?
Well, it's available to the public. We just did it without much funding. We just said we have to do something. So we were doing Facebook Live Tuesday and Thursday at 2 o'clock, and then the other 3 days we were releasing digital content. Generally what we would do is we'd have an artist come to our office/studio and practicing social distancing. We'd have 2 staff members there to record them. But I mean, it was pretty basic. We were earlier makeshift. At one point, the Mac computer overheated and they had it on a box of ice to keep going. So they were able to finish up the time, because if you ask the artist to come into the office, you want to maximize their time. And we weren't able to pay them what normally we pay. It was just a stipend, but it was a start, and that has morphed into something that we think we can make more permanent. It's caught the eye of some school systems, so we're in some discussion with a local school district about making the content available. But how you get to it is you just have to go to our Facebook or our website.
And I'll put the links. I'll put the links for both of those in
Okay, great.
in the context of the YouTube video and online as well. That's great. That's really, really cool. Well, that's you putting a computer on ice. Listen, as an artist, I mean, it's chaos reigns, and you just got to figure out how to tame it, right? It's just going with. Well,
it's all about being creative, right?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to ask you and end with this. What is is there some silver lining or something positive that has surfaced out of this really challenging situation?
Well, I think there's been a couple of really great things that have come out of it. For one thing, we usually perform with the students, and the parents have no idea what their child has experienced.
True.
So now parents are watching with their children. We have some really cute pictures that people have sent back of parents and children enjoying this together. In fact, one of our staff members is a working mom, and her daughter was having a meltdown, and she said to her, let's just take a few minutes and watch what we call our Take 10 series. And it turned around her whole day. So on our staff, people are personally experiencing what everybody else is out there trying to homeschool and keep doing your job.
Yeah.
Plus, it's given us exposure to a group in Northern Virginia. We are covering the whole state, but we're strongest in coastal Virginia. And one of our goals was to expand. So now we have had inquiries from Fairfax. So we're excited about that.
That's awesome. Voila. There you go. Statewide expansion.
Yes.
Well, Christina,
not the way we pictured it.
Well, you know what? We're making do, and it's as we talked about, it's getting to the new normal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I and all of the artists who are in our community who are giving back, quite honestly, to help our kids.
Yes.
That's really, there's something to be said about that. So thank you to Arts for Learning and what you're doing, and stay well, be safe, and I look forward to seeing you in person sometime when we can.
Yes. Well, thanks for giving me a chance to tell our story. I'm very proud of our team.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.